The following is a presentation of Black Bear Sports Group. Watch the entire 2025-2026 United States Premier Hockey League season exclusively on the new home of USPHL Hockey, Black Bear TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. The final regular season home game of the 2025-2026 season for the Metro Jets Elite, as the former USPHL Elite Midwest Division champions will take on the FtWayne Spacemen. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club up behind the flight deck, alongside color analyst of Black Bear TV broadcast producer Matt Naiman. And Matt, it's very, very simple. A W in any way, shape, or form by the Metro Jets results in home ice advantage in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, and you know just how important that is to any team to have that home ice advantage. So this is a must-win advantage game for Metro to get that coveted home ice advantage to help them through this playoffs.
So the first round of the playoffs start next week in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. We know the 4th and 5th seed, the Chicago T-Rex, will host the Chicago Cougars. The winner of that series will face the 2026 USPHL Elite Midwest Division champions, the Chicago Crush, in round number 2. We also know that these two teams we're about to see, they're going to play each other in the second round. It's just a matter of who is the number 2 seed and who is the number 3 seed. More importantly, are we playing that second round series here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, or are we playing it at PCM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Yeah, and that's all going to boil down to who comes out to play. You know, there's multiple scenarios of what can happen because the numbers are so tight. But, you know, you pointed out the two most common ones right there. But there are some other ones that could completely put Metro in 4th.
Yes, there is. The first tiebreaker is season series. The Jets have already clinched that. That's how important last Friday's 3-0 victory by the Jets over Fort Wayne in Chicago was. It clinched the season series for the Metro Jets. So, in theory, they could still lose this game today in overtime. But if it gets to overtime, round 2 of the playoffs is right here at MCIA.
Yeah, and that's where, you know, the boys got to put it all out on the ice. And from here on out, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to put it all out on the ice and give it 110%. And or else they're going to be in trouble. As simple as that.
This is the 9th and final regular season meeting between these two clubs. It's also the final regular season game of this season between these two clubs. The Jets 5-3-0-0 against the Spacemen. The Spacemen, by contrast, 3-3-0-2. That's important because, as we mentioned, even if Fort Wayne wins, the Jets have already clinched the season series.
Yeah.
So the only way Fort Wayne will host round number 2 against these Metro Jets is that they get that W in regulation.
Yeah, and that's, you know, and that next round for them against Fort Wayne, that's going to be another tough one here, too. So from here on out, they got to keep their foot on the gas and just keep it going and get those W's so they can get to that national, all-coveted national out there in New Jersey and take it there.
The Metro Jets currently 27 wins, 13 losses, 2 overtime losses, 1 overtime loss for 57 points. Currently second in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. They've lost their last 2, both of them, but that comes with an asterisk. Those last 2 games, both losses coming in overtime against the Red River Spartans last Saturday, and then again against the Chicago Crush.
Yeah, and those are ones, I mean, they were the losses, so they only got the point. If they would have won in the overtime, gotten the extra point, or won those games, that's where those points become so important, especially, I mean, every single point's important through the whole season. But from pretty much our Detroit showcase on, is the way I look at it, or even Tampa, you got to win them.
Oh, yeah.
You got to catch up. You got to win them if you're behind. And they struggled. They put a handful of wins together, but then they lose a handful of them. And so that's why we're at where we're at right now.
The Jets 7-1-1-1 the last 10 games, with the Fort Wayne Spacemen currently 3rd in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. 26 wins, 13 losses, 2 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. And the last game they played, which was at that mini Chicago showcase, it was against your USPHL Elite Midwest Division champion, the Chicago Crush. And the Crush skiing to a 5-1 victory over the Spacemen.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the Crush this year, going into nationals and the path that they have, they are going to be a team to be reckoned with in this division. And as you can tell by their record, a lot of teams had a hard time beating that Crush.
Let's meet the players making an impact throughout the course of the regular season. We'll begin with the host, the Metro Jets. And your current points leader on the Jet squad, he's going to be your regular season points champion for this team. Wears number 42 for the Metro Jets, the 20-year-old from Buffalo Narrows, Saskatchewan, Grayson Laprise. Laprise playing one of 6 players playing their final regular season home game of their junior hockey career. Laprise wears number 42, 20 goals, 23 assists, 43 points on the season.
And that just goes to show you with Laprise. I mean, all our players that we have here, we really get to know them well, and especially when they age out, it becomes a real bummer, right? But we do have some that come and visit, depending on where they go. But if you look at where he was at even last year with 39 games and only 11 points, and look at what he's doing this year. Just unbelievable.
He's going to be the regular season scoring champion for the Metro Jets, Metro Jets Elite this year.
Yeah.
You talk about improvement, my goodness.
Yeah, he's almost tripled. He's almost tripled where he was at last year. Talk about improvement. That's huge.
Second, the team in scoring wears number 66, the 18-year-old from Lake Orion, Michigan, Braden Graham. Graham didn't play his first game till mid-October due to a lower body injury. But in 29 games, he's got 34 points, 19 goals, 15 assists for those 34 points.
Yeah, I mean, Graham has just been, he had the handful of games that he missed, but my gosh, he was such an asset to that line. Doing what he does out there on the ice. I mean, I love watching him. When you get these group of guys out there, you just have that feeling that something's going to happen out there, and generally Graham's involved in that.
He has a knack for coming up big.
Yeah.
Big game Braden, as we like to call him.
And I'll tell you what, this is a game where he's going to be needed.
11 of his 19 goals have either been a power play goal or a game-winning goal.
Yeah.
So when he scores, it's big.
Yeah.
Third in the team in scoring wears number 67, the 18-year-old from Gaylord, Michigan, Grady Smith. Smith started the year with MJDP on the premier side. Since coming over to Elite, he's emerged as a solid leader. The number 67 for the Jets, 14 goals, 17 assists, 31 points on the season.
Yeah, and even for part of this year when he was with MJDP, he played the 9 games with 2 goals, 1 assist, and only 3 points. So just that little bit of change for him gave him that much more confidence, and it's showing in his numbers this year so far.
Grady Smith currently third on the team in scoring. Fourth on the team in scoring is sitting right next to us, Aiden Racosta. He is out due to upper body injury, and Racosta's 29 points are going to be missed in this game.
Yeah, it'll definitely be missed in this game. A heck of an improvement from last year with his 12-point total at 3 goals, 9 assists. So, it's something that's going to be missed, but he's going to be back, and he's here looking out for his boys and going to help support them from the deck here and get them to win this game for him today.
Fifth in the team in scoring, fourth amongst those players dressed is another one of those age-outs. Wears number 2. Playing his final regular season game, his 3rd year with the Metro Jets, one of the originals. It is the 20-year-old from right here in Mount Clemens, Tyler Dix, the all-time scoring leader in franchise history. This year, 13 goals, 12 assists, 25 points. Off of his point output from a year ago, but the factors with Tyler Dix, he has emerged. He's a true leader on this team.
Yeah, he is. I mean, last year he had a 42-point season total, which is some great numbers. But he's utilized himself in different ways in regards to not scoring the goals and getting the assists, but the 50-50 battles on the wall, interrupting the plays, getting in the passing lanes. He's become a more versatile player and contributes that way along with getting those goals and assists. So he's actually expanded his horizons in the game of hockey.
Fifth in the team in scoring amongst the players dressed, 6th overall. He's been a defenseman for most of the season. He's back to his natural forward position today. Wears number 94, the 18-year-old from Wallet Lake, Michigan, Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov, 8 goals, 15 assists, 23 points on the season. And for Aksanov, who wears number 94, The majority of those points have come on the blue line. Today, he moves back to his natural position on the forward line.
Yeah, so we'll see how this is going to work out. I mean, it's nice to have those players that you can swap back and forth when needed, when you have some injuries or some guys get knocked out, whatever, get out of the lineup. So it's nice to have those guys, and getting him back into the position that he's used to in an all-important game is going to make him that much more comfortable. So we'll see what he's going to do with that.
Leading scorer amongst defensemen on the roster, 8th overall, 7th amongst the players dressed. Wears number 48 for the Jets. The 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, one of 3 originals on this Metro Jets elite squad. It's Sam Hansen. Hansen, 4 goals, 14 assists, 18 points on the season. And we talked about it with Hansen so many times. He has emerged, how far he has come from the first year he was with the Metro Jets to right now. He has emerged as a player who was sometimes a healthy scratch. Now, he is one of those blue liners you cannot have in the lineup.
Yeah, he's the permanent player on the blue line, and that's what they have developed him to be. They saw the talent he had, they worked with him, and that's why he's got the position where he's at now. Now, with his little thing we say with him with the Taco Bell ringing the post. His ma put out a post. It was funny. She said, "We're gonna have to start calling him Taco Bell." So I thought that was funny, but that was probably my fault.
Right. And answering the call and goal today for the Metro Jets elite, wears number 70. The 16-year-old from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Arnold Parody, gets the most important start of his young career. Has spent most of the year with the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, and the USPHL Premier side. Party getting the call today in his elite stats. He's 1-2 with a 195 goals against average, a 930 save percentage.
Yeah, I mean, the percentages are there, save percentage is there, but this is going to be playoff bound-wise for regular season. This is the most important game of the year for him. This is it. So we're going to see how he really handles under pressure here today.
He has seen the Fort Wayne Spacemen before, back on January 21st, right here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. And the Spacemen defeating the Jets that day by a score of 2-1. He'll get a chance at redemption against the team to our left, who play their home games at the PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It is the Fort Wayne Spacemen. And the Spacemen, a little retooling on the roster. They're calling in the big dogs. The Spacemen, the biggest key for Cam Wyrick and his Fort Wayne Spacemen elite team, they know they have a first-round bye next week.
Yeah.
This is their only game this week, the last game of the regular season. They would prefer, in 2 weeks, that the Metro Jets have to make that trip down I-69.
Oh, yeah. They would love that, and that's something they're not gonna put this game to bed. They are going to play, and they're gonna try to get this W to secure that spot for them as well. And the Jets need to do the same thing. So this is going to really turn out to be the battle of the bench and the battle in between the pipes to see who's going to come out with that W here to get this advantage.
And leading the way this season for the Fort Wayne Spacemen, wears number 26, just 17 years old. He's out of Fort Wayne. It's Colson White. White, 22 goals, 14 assists, 36 points in the season. You talk about a rising future superstar under general manager Kaylee Schrock. That's the 17-year-old Colson White.
Yeah, he still had a good season even last year with playing with Fort Wayne. He had some games with the Fort Wayne Carroll Chargers as well. 12 games, 12 assists at 24 points. So he's got some very, very good potential here for the Fort Wayne Spacemen elite, and he's still got some time left with the team to improve. So that's gonna be a good player for him to hold on to. That's for sure.
Second on the team in scoring, wears number 94, playing his final regular season game of his junior hockey career. The 20-year-old from Tampa, Florida, Hayden Stratman. Stratman, 16 goals, 19 assists, 35 points on the season for Stratman, who wears number 94. We talk about it a lot with some of the guys on the Jets who have emerged as leaders. Hayden Stratman has done the same for the Spacemen.
Yeah, he's going to be one of those guys. You'll see him involved in a lot of the play, a lot of the action out there. So it's going to be one of those guys that they're going to have to box out. They're going to have to get in the way in those passing lanes and shooting lanes of him, because he can be real tricky with that puck when he's firing it.
Another player playing his final regular season game of his junior hockey career. Where's number 19 for the Spacemen? The 20-year-old from Lloydminster, Alberta, Canada, Rylan Wempe. Wempe, 13 goals, 19 assists, 32 points on the season. His third year with the Spacemen. You think of Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite, you think of Rylan Wempe.
And that's just it. Honestly, he's one of the players I love on this Fort Wayne Spacemen team. Another player that's really, really involved in the game. He's turned out to be a real leader for this Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite team. So it's great. It's been great to see him around. He's going to have a great future in hockey, so it's going to be good to see him here today.
Fourth on the team in scoring is the all-time scoring leader in Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite franchise history. Where's number 92? The 19-year-old from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Dylan Davis. Davis is split about evenly between the Spacemen Premier program and the Spacemen Elite side. On the Elite side, just 17 games played, 7 goals, 14 assists, 21 points in the season.
Yeah, and then even with the Spacemen Premier, he had the 9 points. So I mean, he's still, with the games played, he's still for the most part even either way. So Premier Elite, he's still a fantastic player for this Fort Wayne Spacemen team.
Fifth in the team in scoring, where's number 11? The 19-year-old from Tempe, Arizona, Matt Shackard, one of the newcomers this season, the former Campo Verde Coyote. 41 games played, 5 goals, 15 assists, 20 points in a season. Shackard has quietly gotten better and better each and every game.
Yeah, and you can tell just by his assist numbers. He's not a greedy player at all. He'll pass it off to those other guys on his line that are scoring the goals. So, I mean, that's great to have that player out there that's not greedy and will hand it off to get that in the back of the net.
It is worthy to note that the 16 of Alex Roth, the 43 of Keegan Power, 97 Camden Blave are now all on the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite side after spending the majority of the season with the Spacemen Premier program. Cam Wyrick getting a little bit of reinforcements for this important game.
Yeah, and that's just it. I mean, they had till what, I think it was Tuesday, to lock in or whatever it was. They had that time. He made the adjustments, and they're going for the push, and they're going for it. And I don't blame them, because this is a game that they can get for sure. And
answering the call and goal here this afternoon, where's number 32, the 20-year-old from Mesa, Arizona, Austin Chartel. Chartel, 10 wins, 6 losses, no overtime losses, no shootout losses, a 204 goals against average, a 929 save percentage for Chartel, who has had success against the Metro Jets.
Yeah, and this is just it. Between Chartel and Paradis, it's going to be a real duel. It's going to be who's going to stand up first, and we've seen both of them play out of their minds at times. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here.
And you've been listening to the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show. For all your oral surgery needs, from facial trauma reconstruction, oral pathology, pre- and post-prosthetic surgery, and more, Dr. Robert John, an oral maxillofacial surgeon, offers a full scope of oral and maxillofacial surgical procedures with almost 25 years of experience. Dr. John brings a unique combination of medical expertise, precision, and compassionate care to the practice. Learn more at TroyOralSurgery.com. Let's jump right into the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview. Locations throughout the Metro Detroit area. Couldn't go in less than a mile down the road. Left, Metro Jets Elite head coach Danny Vanderweel. And Danny, really, really simple. Most important game of the season.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it is a very important one for us today. Obviously, home ice advantage is huge for us in playoffs. So, I think if we go out there and do the job and play the way that we've been playing, I think we'll like the result. But at the end of the day, whether we have the home ice or whether we don't, doesn't change the job that we got to do, right?
No doubt about it. Let's talk a little bit about last week, the mini Chicago showcase. The weekend starts off great.
Yep.
A 3-0 victory, an important victory against this Fort Wayne Spacemen team.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was great. The boys came out. It was a big win for sure. And right now, the boys are gelling in the room. The chemistry is going. The team morale seems to be high. So it's good. A lot of positives in our room right now.
And then later on in the week, the doubleheader on Saturday, an overtime loss to Red River Spartans. Overtime loss to Chicago Crush.
Yeah.
But the key takeaway from the fact that it was overtime shootout there with the Crush, That's huge, for the momentum of this Metro Jets team.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's that's been the message in the room. If we continue playing the way that we are and buying into the little details, the minor little things that we go over week in, week out in practice, if we continue to buy into that, I think we'll be good.
I mean, it's eventually going to come down that the road to the berth in the USPHL National Championships, at least on the elite Midwest side, is going to go through the Chicago Crush.
Yeah.
So the mindset in that regard is so huge, and the fact that the Jets are one of the very few teams, less than you got fingers left over how many teams have beat the Crush.
Absolutely.
The Jets have done it twice.
Correct. Yeah, we have, and it's they're a good team. They got a good squad over there. Every game that we play them seems to be a pretty tight one, just like here with the Spacemen as well. That's the message in the room. It's playoff hockey time. Everyone's going to be a little bit more hungry, and it's that much more important to come out flying right out the gates.
There's a few players today: Tyler Dix, Jarrett LeGros, Grayson Laprise, Connor Wheeler, Noah Chambers. They're playing their last regular season home game of their junior hockey careers.
Correct.
And I want to talk about Grayson Laprise for a second. You talk about someone that started here 1 year ago. This year,
sky's the limit.
The sky is the limit. How much you see the improvement every single day from Grayson.
For sure.
What is something about Grayson that perhaps the viewers don't know?
He's just a dog on a bone. He's a great kid. He's got a great attitude. He shows up, puts his work boots on, and he just goes to work. I think that's the biggest thing with Grayson is there's just no quitting him. He's putting in max effort in every rep, every shift, and I think that just combined with the personality, he's a great locker room guy, he's a good teammate, and he's a dog on a bone.
One of the three original Metro Jets Elite members, Tyler Dix, is playing his last regular season home game of his junior hockey career. What has Tyler Dix meant to this Jets Elite program?
Oh, he's huge. He's huge. He's a big piece in the locker room. He's a big blue guy in the room, and he also is he's big for us on the ice as well. I think, lately he would maybe argue that there's more in him. I think I'd argue the same. But that comes, right? I mean, that's life. That's hockey. There's ebbs and flows and things, and he's starting to heat up right now, and I like the timing of that, right? No better time to start heating up than wheeling into playoffs.
Arnold Parody gets the call and goal here today against the Fort Wayne Spacemen, the biggest game of the young man's life. He's just 16 years old. How big of a deal is it for Parody to have played the majority of the season on the Premier side and then get the call for such an important game on the Elite side?
I think it's big. I think it's huge, right? I mean, we have the luxury at our program having the three teams, and it's all about the guys, right, and trying to put them in the best situation and try to get them games. So I think this is what's best for Arnaud. I think it's good for him to get the call today, and then I think rolling into playoffs, it's good to have him and Dreisbach as well.
Final question, what do the Jets have to do to get that W today and to secure that home ice in the second round of the playoffs?
We just got to buy in our zone. If we buy in on our end and we let the offense create itself and we stick to the little details in our end and play a full 200-foot game, I think we'll like the result.
Danny, always a privilege. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Danny Vanderweel, Metro Jets Elite head coach. We're going to step aside real quick, come right back for pregame ceremonies, and hoping to drop the puck. You're watching Metro Jets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game 1 of our Thursday doubleheader. The final regular season home game of the season for the Metro Jets Elite, who will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club, up behind the flight deck alongside Matt Naiman, our Black Bear TV broadcast producer and color analyst, Tyler Naiman, as always, at the controls of the camera.
Somewhere.
He's on his phone somewhere. Yeah. And a little bit later on today, we will talk to the sweet, lovely, formidable Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar, who will be talking to the players making an impact in both of today's games. A member of the United States Figure Skating, USFS, where your focus in figure skating is individual, competition, testing, or recreational. MCFSC is for you. All these opportunities, as well as becoming a part of the Spirited Family of Figure Skating, are available to you when you become a member. This is her favorite time of the year. The Olympics going on right now, Winter Olympics. Figure skating's been in some of the headlining stuff during the Olympics. So this is their favorite time.
Yeah. This is all around, good time. We got the hockey going on here. We had hockey on in the office with the women's, I believe it was the
bronze medal game.
Yeah,
the gold medal game's coming up here in about an hour.
Yeah. And then the men's tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's going to be some good stuff, man. I'll tell you what, that USA-Canada game, I think we're in for a banger on that one. That's going to be a good one.
That's later today. Yes, the women's game.
Yep. Well, for the women's, and then tomorrow.
USA and Canada got to get through their semifinals first. Yeah. Both of them escaped yesterday with victories.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. Both of them going to overtime.
Three of the four games yesterday.
Yeah,
three of the four quarterfinal games all went to overtime.
Crazy, but that's they played their round robin, and the best win and the best take on the best, and that's the results you get.
Golden Green scratches for the game, before and after the game, located right across the street from MCIA, the official restaurant of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Scratches first for the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Scratch number 2 of Elliot North. Scratch number 8 of Andrew Wesco. Scratch number 9 of Cameron Wells. Scratch number 12 of Jackson Crawford. Scratch number 20 of Joseph Way. Scratch number 27 of Emerson Wint. Scratch number 42 of Leonidas Cintron. Scratch number 31, Charles Tessier. Scratch number 34, Jaden Zug. And scratch number 86 of Ryder Potts. Add to your lineup the 16 of Alex Roth, the 43 of Keegan Power, and the 97 of Camden Blavet.
All of which you did not put on my roster.
Sorry. For the Metro Jets. Sorry, Doug. Sorry, bro. Sorry, man. Scratch number 36 of Miller Clur. Scratch number 39 of Maddie Phillips. Also scratch number 50 of Jesse Lee. Scratch number 52 of Jonah Clark. And scratch number 77 of Aiden Racosta. Coming up in just a couple minutes, the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization starting lineups. The Metro Junior Jets, Mount Clemens Hockey Club, offer Little Jets Learn to Skate program, house and travel hockey programs for girls and boys. The Junior Jets are also the only organization in Michigan that fields a parent junior hockey program. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them here at MCIA. A true development ladder of some of the most experienced coaches in Metro Detroit. It is the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization. And here in just a little bit, the SCSPayroll.com opening face-off. Is payroll giving your company a 5-minute major penalty, Matt?
They have.
Okay. Well, stop worrying about confusing tax laws and missed deadlines. SCSPayroll.com provides a complete modern payroll solution designed for businesses just like yours. Even yours, Matt.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and this is, for Pete, too. So, Pete, I'm going to be giving you a call, too, you and your partner, about this SES payroll.
Yeah.
Because now, we kind of made the announcement that, wife and I started up a title company.
Yeah.
And now stuff has actually grown exponentially very fast. And we had talks yesterday opening up a second one. And now we might be opening up a third. So, obviously, SES payroll is going to be huge and the success and everything and helping us out and doing that. So I will be giving them a call.
Well, SCSPayroll.com, they are the power play you need to save time and ensure total accuracy. Simplify your business life and free up your time. Go to SCSPayroll.com right now or request your free consultation. That's SCSPayroll.com. And we will have the SCSPayroll.com opening face-off at the conclusion of our national anthem. Big game, Matt Naiman. These two teams are going to see each other in 2 weeks. It's just a matter of it's here at MCIA or at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
It was very interesting with talking with some of the players, and you were in on it too, is that when we told some of the players about the scenario and what they need to do. Their response to that, well, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Now,
right.
where do you go with that? Yeah, it's good to know. Yeah, go play your butt off.
Right.
Right? But
make it simple, just get the W,
yeah,
right?
That's it. That's it.
That's really the bottom line for both teams. Make this as simple as possible. Get the W and be done with it.
Yeah, play the game.
But for Fort Wayne, they have to get that W in regulation.
Yes.
They have to win in regulation to get the home ice advantage in the second round of the playoffs.
So,
if this game goes overtime, we'll see it here at MCIA in the second round.
So, where Fort Wayne, they have one out.
Yep.
Metro, they at least have two.
They have a couple options.
And a third that's kind of a long shot. But they have two for sure.
Right.
So go with the win, get overtime, they get the home ice. So advantage is to the Jets, but they at least have to get it to overtime.
Yeah, we know the first round matchup next weekend is going to be the Chicago T-Rex and the Chicago Cougars. We know that. The winner of that series will play the Chicago Crush in the second round. We know this game is the other second round matchup. It's just a matter of where it's going to be held.
Well, your Zebra buddies just made it out on the ice.
Yes, indeed. Best skaters on the ice, baby. Just about set to go. Most important game of the season, the final regular season game for both clubs. It's the Metro Jets and the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Let's get into the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Club starting lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Mount Clemens Ice Arena for the final regular season home game of the 2025-2026 season for the Metro Jets Elite, who will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Let's meet the starting lineup, and first for the visitors out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Starting in left wing, the 19-year-old from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the 92, Dylan Davis. Starting at center, the 18-year-old from Barbados, Illinois, the 77, Braden Rasinski. On right wing, the 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, the 6, Tyson Feintraub. On defense, the 17-year-old from Monclova, Ohio, the 16 of Alex Roth. Also on defense, the 19-year-old from Crown Point, Indiana, the 29, Colin Nelson. And in goal, the 20-year-old from Mesa, Arizona, the 32, Austin Shortell. Head coach of the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite is Cam Wyrick. And now, the starting lineup for your Metro Jets. Starting at left wing, the 18-year-old from Wally Lake, Michigan, the number 94, Dmitry Aksanov. At center, the 19-year-old from Kingsville, Ontario, Canada, the 43, Carson Stone. On right wing, the 18-year-old from Pittsburgh, Indiana, the 45, Jason Shores. On defense, the 19-year-old from Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia, the 19, Scott Shua. Also on defense, the 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, the 48, Sam Hansen. And starting in goal, the 16-year-old from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, the number 70, Arnold Parody. Head coach of the Metro Jets Elite is Danny Vanderweel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem. Pre-game ceremony is complete. National anthem is played. It's time to play the first of two on a Thursday afternoon here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Your referee is John Purse. The linesmen are Rob Vanderlinder and Grant Lipstaff. As the Metro Jets, of course, the home team wearing the patriotic white uniforms, blue shoulders, and red trim. They are skating right to left in your television stream with the Fort Wayne Spacemen, who call PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana home. They're the road team today, wearing the black uniforms, white, gray, and orange trim. They are skating left to right on your Black Bear TV dial. As we are about to get underway, the most important game of the season for both clubs. The puck is dropped and we're underway. Puck in the neutral zone, picked up by Connor Wheeler, who is actually the starting defenseman in place of Scott Jua. A late addition there. Connor Wheeler, the 20-year-old from Columbus, Georgia, starting in place of Scott Jua as the lineup a last-minute change. So it's Wheeler paired with Sam Hansen. Tyson Feinfrog with a backhand shot, and Party makes the save right off the get-go. That's the way you want to start when you're between the pipes, Matt Naiman.
Yeah, and that's the one player right there. Feinfrog coming in on that, coming in quick, cutting across right across the crease, tried to give him the 5-hole, and he was able to lock that out.
Feinfrog gets another second chance. Shot saved by Party, and he'll hang on with 19:15 to go here in the first period. Let's meet Arno Party, the 16-year-old goaltender from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. 15 games played with the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, a .338 goals against average, an .887 save percentage, one shutout for the former Ulisse Academy graduate. He has played 3 games so far. This is game number 4 for Party on the elite side, as he is 1-2, his record. But he is sparkling. 195 goals against average, a .930 save percentage, Matt Naiman.
Yeah, I mean, we know he can play, and he's going to have to step up and show that he's got what it really, really takes, especially against this Fort Wayne team. This is not going to be an easy game for them.
No, it is not, and especially with Fort Wayne kind of reinforcing things a little bit, a couple key additions from their premier squad. One of those is Keegan Power, who has the puck now. Power sidesteps Max Lee, sends it across, looking for the 26 of Colson White. Knocked away by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan now had it taken away by Rylan Wempe. Wempe now behind the net, feeds it across over to Braden Heber. Heber, cross-ice pass to Jake Hayden with a shot, was blocked by Ronnie Lubers. And now picked up by Jarrett LeGros. Had it knocked away by Power, now Heber brings it in. Heber with Nicholas Chenet trailing, blockered away by Party. Comes back to Mulligan, trying to get it out. A little bit of help there from Grady Smith. Now to LaPriest. Priest on to Braden Graham, and it knocked away by Rylan Wempe. Wempe, turnover in the Jets zone, but nice play by Grady Smith on the second effort to get it out of the neutral zone. As Grady Smith battles there along the boards with Nicholas Chenet, and Grayson LaPriest grabs it. LaPriest, soft pass of Grady Smith, got around Matt Shackert. Here comes Grady Smith through 2 spacemen, through 3, and it comes back to Gavin Otto over to Max Lee with a shot, was blocked by Haber. And Chenet able to just lob it into the neutral zone. And it comes back to Gavin Otto. Otto made his USPHL premier debut with the Maine Metro Jets team a couple weeks back. Didn't look out of place at all against the Battle Creek Colonels there a couple weeks ago.
No, he fit right in on that. So that's got to be comforting for the Jets organization that you got a player like that goes from the elite to premier and doesn't look out of place whatsoever.
Lee feeds it back to Otto, being pressured there by Joe Candelaro. Gets it across over to Cam Maxwell. Maxwell trying to get it out. Shacker keeps it in. Candelaro grabs it, but was knocked away by Eli Schwarzer, and he'll send it down into the Spaceman zone. Icing will be the call. 16:53 to go here in period number 1.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a little early to say anything. We're only just over 3 minutes into this game, but right now, I'll tell you what, the Fort Wayne Spacemen are just dominating the zone right now, and I believe my recollection is correct that Metro, I don't even think has a shot on goal yet.
Well, we can check that for you here in just a second. As face off deep in the Jets zone, won by the Jets. And it comes back into the neutral end, knocked in by Alex Roth. Shot 3-0 in favor of Fort Wayne right now. As Noah Chambers off of linesman Grant Libstaff, but somehow gets to Eli Schwarzer. Knocked away there by Dylan Davis. Davis now looking for Tyson Feinfrog. Knocked away from him by Connor Wheeler. And it comes back to Jason Shores of the blue line, who knocks it over to Eli Schwarzer. Comes back to Connor Wheeler. Good to have Connor Wheeler back on the blue line. Was out for the majority of the regular season, as Wheeler played 3 games with the Metro Jets development program, did get 1 assist before coming back here just a couple weeks back. And Connor Wheeler, he's played 11 games now, a goal and 4 assists for 5 points in the season. Keegan Power.
It's a good addition to have him back. The Jets got an example right there. They got to get those passes tape to tape, or else they're going to have an issue. There's been some errant passes to nobody, and so they gotta tighten things up here, or else they're going to be in trouble against this Fort Wayne team, because they will jump on those.
This is one of 3 USPHL Elite games today. The Red Bank Generals will host the Atlanta Mad Hatters, while the Typhoon Hockey Club hosts the Florida Eels later today. And the Florida Eels in a fight for that 2nd seed in the Florida division, while the Red Bank Generals are tied for 3rd in the Atlantic division with the Connecticut Junior Rangers. Last week of the regular season for the majority of the clubs on the Elite and Premier side. Off the blocker there is Chartel with a shot by Wheeler. And Keegan Power comes back after it. Power knocked off the puck by Connor Mulligan, the former Connecticut Junior Ranger. Jarrett LeGros trying to dig it out, and Mulligan comes back out with it. Keegan Power started the year with the Chase Heat in the KIJHL. Has spent the majority of the year with the Spacemen Premier program. And it's a big pickup for this elite squad that Keegan Power.
You can tell he's been involved in a lot of the play so far with the pressure that Fort Wayne's putting on right now. So he's going to be one of those guys that somehow they're going to have to block out, because he had 2 really good looks at shots, and Hardy was able to put a stop to that.
Nicholas Chenet with a shot blocked by Scott Jua. Yeah, Keegan Power playing his first elite game of the season, as icing is a call again.
Now already the Jets just over 5 minutes into this game, almost 6. The Jets have 3 icings already. So that's something they're going to have to tighten this up. So they're going to have to somehow either do it on the fly here this first period, or if they can get out of this unscathed, take care of that in the first intermission.
Matt Shacker will take the draw against Tyler Dix. Clean win, draw win by Dix. Feeds it back to Scott Jua. Jua soft pass to Jarrett LeGros, knocked away by Nathan Wolf. Wolf with a shot. Big Nathan Wolf send it over into the corner. Ronnie Lubers battles there with Cameron Reese, and it comes back to Connor Mulligan. Went through the skates of Tyler Dix, and Park sends it right back in. Mulligan will go after it. Party will meet him there. Arnold Party, giveaway to Cameron Reese. Nice stick handling by Party to correct his own mistake, as he just flat took it away from Cameron Reese.
It's looking like he almost didn't even see him there.
Right.
I mean, that was a scary moment right there.
But Party corrected himself and got it away from Cameron Reese.
He did. I didn't get to see the look on Randy's face over there.
Picked up there by Max Lee. 4th year of junior hockey for Max Lee. One of those veterans on the blue line gets it back from Grayson Laprise. Lee will bring it in through center ice. He'll send it in. Going after is Braden Heber. Heber met there by Grady Smith. Smith grabs it away. Gets a little bit of help from Dylan Davis. And now Davis pressured there by Braden Graham. Wraps it around the boards. Grayson Laprise lets it go for Max Lee. Lee with a shot. Was looking for the tip. Comes back to Heber. Battles there again with Grady Smith. Smith looking for Braden Graham. Graham with a shot. Got the second shot underway. And Chartel, to be aware, makes a save. Fine Frock to Rasinski's. Knocked off the puck there by Max Lee. And now Lee going back after it. Pressured there by Fine Frock. And before the puck squirts out into the Jets zone, that's Gavin Otto. Back to Lee. Heber keeps it in. Deflected. And picked off by Cam Maxwell. Maxwell dumps it in the neutral zone. Heber will grab it. Pressured by Eli Schwarzer. Comes back intercepted by Noah Chambers. Back into the Spaceman zone. Dylan Davis now to Heber. Picked off by Noah Chambers. Chambers fan of the shot and was taken away by Dylan Davis. Davis feeds it up. Camden Blavet. Blavet sends it in on Parody, who sticks to the side. Connor Wheeler off the boards to Noah Chambers. Chambers couldn't get it out. Gets a little bit of help, but now knocked away by Colson. Wide to Blavet with a shot on the top of the net. And whistle blows. 0-0.
Just as the Jets looked like they were starting to open up a bit, they got the couple chances on the net. It's like Fort Wayne hit that switch again just a little bit, puts that pressure right back on the Jets.
Face off to the right, a goaltender Arnold Party. 11:52 to go here in period number 1. No score. Metro Jets, Fort Wayne Spacemen. Second round playoff series, home ice advantage on the line in this game. Connor Mulligan behind his net. Pressured there by Colson White. Comes back to Nelson, who sends it in. Knocked away by Mulligan. Comes back over to Keegan Power. Power now. Backhand shot, one-handed and patted away by Party. Jason Shore sends it across to Dmitry Aksanov. Trying to go through the skates. The 29 of Colin Nelson. As Ryland Wempe over to Alex Roth. Roth has split the season between the Spaceman Elite and Premier programs. As Mulligan through the legs of Wempe, and Roth sends it right back to Keegan Power. Knocked away by fellow 43. Carson Stomp, who returns after a lower body injury. Good to see Carson Stomp back on the ice. The 19-year-old from Kingsdale, Ontario, Canada. Missed about 2.5 months due to that lower body injury. Mulligan pressured there by Colin Nelson. Like a lot of these players on the Spaceman Elite program, they have seen time on the Premier side. General Manager Kaylee Schrock, along with head coach of the Elite Cam Wyrick, like to shift back and forth, give the players the opportunity to prove themselves on the upper level.
And that's just it. A lot of times like that, when you get the coaches that do that, they got the boys that come up into that Premier level, and a lot of them will tell you, this is their shot, right? So they gotta. That's where they want to be. So they'll play out of their minds, and it gives them the opportunity to really show the coaching staff what I can do. This is what I can be pushed to. So it's good that he's got guys that he can do that to. And he feels comfortable doing it.
Luber's trying to feed to LeGros, knocked away by Hayden Stratman, and trying to feed it up to the 10, Joe Candelaro. And it comes back to Gavin Otto. The 18-year-old from Colorado Springs, Colorado Max Lee feeds Ronnie Lubers. Lubers a shot off the mask of Austin Chartel. That's one way to use your head. First significant opportunity of the game for the Jets. And Lubers rings it off Chartel's mask. While the goaltender was not seeing a whole lot of shots, that will certainly wake you up.
Oh, yeah. And, sometimes like that, you got a goaltender that's been sitting around. That can be very, very detrimental.
Laprise catching the Spaceman on a line change with a shot off the right shoulder of Chartel. Laprise, nice ice awareness there by Grayson Laprise. He'll send it right back in as he about caught the Spaceman in the midst of a line change. Rosinski's now will bring it in. Looking for Tyson Feinfrock. He'll send it in. Feinfrock, 6'4", 198-pounder, 18 years old out of South Bend, Indiana.
Is that it?
That's it.
Only 6'4".
He's still growing.
Yeah.
As referee Perks just lost the wheel. Party with a save, had to fight that one off. Comes over to Feinfrock couldn't get quite the shot off as Laprise had him covered. Comes back to Dylan Parks. Parks sends it across. Over to Jake Hayden. Hayden with a shot. Blocked by Grady Smith. Hanson grabs a rebound. Trying to get it out. Kept in by Hayden. Rosinski's over to Dylan Parks. Parks lost the wheel. Gathers it back up. Fires through a screen. Rebound come across. Party makes the save again. And Braden Graham grabs a rebound. Knocked away by Blavet. Over to Grady Smith. Smith still with it. Sends it across. Looking for Connor Wheeler. Knocked away by Blavet with a shot up high and wide. Well, the Jets defensive end flirting with a disaster at the moment, but we're still 0-0. As Cam Maxwell sends it behind the net. Jets in the midst of a line change. Here comes Keegan Power. Offside, the call, 7:50 to go here in period number 1. This game already has the feel of a playoff game, don't it, Matt Naaman?
It does. I mean, at times you got the zone advantage going to either team. You got good back and forth hockey. The Jets finally now starting to open it up just a bit more and able to get it over to get some offense into that Fort Wayne zone.
It is 100% fact. These two teams are going to play each other in the second round of the USPHL Elite Midwest Division playoffs.
Yeah, so you might as well figure it out now, right?
It's a given. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of which barn we're going to have that second round series. Is it going to be here at MCIA or is it going to be at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Yep.
We're going to find out in a little under 2 hours. The Metro Jets, a victory. If this game goes to overtime, the Jets will clinch home ice. The Jets would just rather have the regulation W and be done with it.
Yeah. It goes to overtime, they get it. If they get the win, they get it. If they lose, they need a lot of help.
In regulation, if the Spacemen win, the Spacemen will clinch the home ice advantage in the second round. And we talked about it in the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview with head coach Danny Vanderweel. The road to the USPHL Elite Midwest Division National Championship berth
goes through these guys right here.
And to an extent, not only with these guys, but with the Chicago Crush, the Elite Midwest Division champions.
Yeah, and the Crush, I mean, they've proven themselves. They are not a pushover this year.
No, the Metro Jets have hung tough with the Crush this year. That shootout loss last Saturday proved that. Shot there saved by Party. Comes back to Wolf with a shot saved by Party. Max Lee grabs a rebound. Off the board looking for Axenoff. It goes back to Xavier Templeton, who's played 31 games this year with a Spaceman Premier program. Knocked away by Dylan Davis. Over to Gavin Otto. Otto now to Jason Shores. Shores trying to get it back to Otto, but was knocked away by Dylan Davis. And Davis now to Tyson Feinfrock. Feinfrock with a shot, sticked away by Party. About to Davis on the rebound, over to Jake Hayden. Hayden trying to gather it back up, looking for the backhand. Knocked away by Max Lee. Great defensive play by Lee. And now taken away is Carson Stomp. Stomp off the side of the helmet of Tyson Feinfrock. And before it comes back to Gavin Otto, over to Max Lee. Lee cross-ice pass, intercepted by Rasinskis. And now the Spaceman catching the Jets in the midst of a line change. Davis with a shot, and Party covers with 5:23 to go.
I'll tell you what, it was a 3-on-1 right there, and Party had his confidence in Lee, protecting the one guy that he had out there to defend him, and Party did not move. He kept that angle, and he had the confidence in Lee that he was going to hold off that pass, so we only had to worry about the one guy coming in.
5:23 to go here in the first period. No score. Shots on goal. Fort Wayne with 10. Metro Jets with 4. And so far the story of this game has been the 16-year-old goaltender from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Arno Party. Shot by Bellevue off the top of the glove of Party. Keegan Power grabs it, sends it across with Alex Roth. Roth with a shot, blocked by Sam Hansen. Bellevue's pass, intercepted by Tyler Dix. Dix now will bring it out. One-handed pass to Jarrett LeGros, who's knocked to the puck by Colson White. Comes back to Connor Wheeler. Wheeler to Dix. Dix pressured there by Colin Nelson. As LeGros and White were intertwined. That could have been bad. Almost lost my smoothie.
I paid for that.
Right? Picked up by Connor Wheeler. Wheeler, long pass to Grayson Laprise, who deflects it into the Spaceman zone. Alex Roth will go after it. The 17-year-old from Monclova, Ohio. Former Monclova Christian Thunder. Puck sent down, and Wempe's going to beat the icing, forcing Party to play it. Nicholas Chenet bounced over his stick. Chenet gathers it back up. Cross-ice pass to Jake Hayden. Hayden now will bring it in with a shot, and Party corrals it with 4:05 to go here in period number 1.
Jets got to figure out a way to get more offense over into the Fort Wayne zone. They're just not able to do it. They've got the 4 shots right now, and Fort Wayne now, I believe, is up to 11 shots now. It's going to be tough to win a game when you can't put shots on net.
Cam Maxwell will take the draw against Rosinski's. Nice draw win by Maxwell. And it comes back to Scott Jua. Jua, pass deflected and doesn't come out, kept in as Heber battles there with Schwarzer. Comes back to Dylan Davis. Rosinski steps up through a screen and he scores! Braden Rosinski has finally solved Arnold Parody. And Braden Rosinski, the 18-year-old from Barbados, Illinois, his 12th goal of the season. The Fort Wayne Spacemen strike first. They lead 1-0. Just a pretty goal through a screen.
Oh, it was. I mean, they did what they needed to do. They had guys up there in front of the net. And, he fired it through. We were able to get it to the back.
So Braden Rosinski, his 12th goal of the season, has put his Fort Wayne Spacemen up by a score of 1-0. Dylan Davis with a shot off the right shoulder of Arnold Parody, and it deflects up and out of play with 3:28 to go here in period number 1.
Yeah, I think the Jets just gotta figure something out right now. The Fort Wayne's just really snapping the puck around really well. They're able to find those open spots on the ice and get those shots in. That shot there was from the outside. And, that's typically what you want. You don't want guys getting into the inside on you, getting up into the slot. But you get those shots from the outside and you got guys blocking your vision and you can't see what's coming in on you. That's the advantage of taking the shots from the outside. But at the same time, you want them on the outside because there's less of a threat there on the outside like that.
Braden Rosinski, his 12th goal of the season from Dylan Davis and Braden Heber at 16-12, has given the Spacemen a 1-0 lead. Fort Wayne Spacemen's first goal, his 12th goal of the season, scored by number 77, Braden Rosinski. Assisted by number 92, Dylan Davis, and number 41, Braden Heber. Time of the goal, 16-12, the first period.
The Jets are trying to get something working in there, but Fort Wayne's just doing a good job getting their sticks in the way, blocking anything that's coming in on them. So that whole little trifecta there that they had with the guys out there in the zone out in front of the net, they weren't able to get their sticks on the puck to get any type of shot off.
And the Spacemen continue to press in the Jets zone, but here comes Jarrett LeGros. 2:20 to go. Nice pass to Tyler Dix. He's got Grayson Laprise trailing. Laprise through everybody, couldn't get the shot off. Nice play by Alex Roth to negate the opportunity there by Laprise. Connor Mulligan sends it over to the corner. Grady Smith grabs it. Smith puts on the brakes, tries to avoid Alex Roth, who knocks him to the ice. Through the feet of Grayson Laprise, but knocked away by Rylan Wempe. Scott Jua grabs it. He'll backhand it into the Spaceman zone. Minute 55 to go here in period number 1. Spaceman up 1-0 on the goal by Braden Rosinski, his 12th of the season. Mulligan was shot, he fanned on it, and Colson White clears. Scott Jua comes back over to Braden Graham. Graham will send it in off the linesman. Well, Grady Smith able to bring it back in. Minute 30 to go here in period number 1. Comes back to Braden Graham. Graham steps up, fires up high, one over the head of Chartel. And it comes back to Eli Schwarzer, back to Scott Jua. Jua fires, deflected, goes wide. Minute 15 to go here in period number 1. Schwarzer goes after it, pressure there by Hayden Stratman. Mulligan able to keep it in. Xavier Templeton lost it in his skates. Cam Maxwell able to keep it in. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Puck comes back to Noah Chambers. Chambers now with the puck. Spacemen have been pretty dominant in this first period. Shots 13-4 in favor of the Spacemen. And the Jets have had a heck of a time getting out of their own zone. Eli Schwarzer knocked to the ice by Tyson Feinfrog, but got it over to Sam Hansen. Maxwell hopped over his stick and picked up by Colin Nelson. Right to Connor Mulligan's stick. Fine Frock and Mulligan. Connor Mulligan has given up about 5 inches of height on Tyson Feinfrock.
And I'll tell you what, Mulligan didn't even move.
No. 16.6 seconds left here in period number 1. Face off deep in the Jet zone to the left of goaltender Arnold Parody. Tyson Feinfrock will take the draw against Cam Maxwell. And Maxwell's done a good job today in the faceoffs. But he does come back out to Nelson. That was a great play by Maxwell to tie up. Feinfrock comes out to Blavet with a shot. Save made by Party as the horn sounds to end period number 1. Shots on goal in the first period. The Fort Wayne Spacemen with 14. And the Metro Jets with 4. The score at the end of 1 period to play. The Fort Wayne Spacemen 1. The Metro Jets 0. Coming up next, National Coney Island first period interview. As we're going to talk to the man who made his USPHL Premier debut back on January 24th, playing with the Metro Jets Premier squad at the Rink BC in Battle Creek, Michigan. Got that Premier debut out and under his belt. It's Gavin Otto standing by with Mount Cummins Figure Skating Club on as reporter Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So Gavin, a couple weeks ago you had your Premier debut. Can you walk us through, tell us a little bit about that experience you had?
It was a great experience. I was definitely looking forward to the whole season. It was great to see the next skill level going forward. And, next season, hopefully I can keep that going.
Yeah, so we're towards the end of the season. How do you think that you've developed this year?
I definitely got more confident on our zone and on the blue line especially, and also just find the open guy first and not just relying on dumping it in and going after it.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Sarah, thank you so much. Your hair looks lovely today.
Thanks. I washed it.
How does my hair look today?
What?
How's my hair look?
It looks great. I've never seen it look better, really.
Thank you.
Very shiny.
Yes, indeed. We'll take a short break, about 7-8 minutes or so. Come back for first period recap, start of the second period. The score at the end of 1, the Fort Wayne Spacemen 1, Metro Jets 0. You're watching Metro Jets hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game 1 of our Thursday doubleheader. Final regular season home game for the 2025-2026 season for the Metro Jets Elite. This matchup, of course, in USPHL Elite. The score, Indiana 1, the Fort Wayne Spacemen 1, the Metro Jets 0. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club behind the flight deck, alongside Matt Naiman. Our Black Bear TV broadcast producer and color analyst, Tyler Naiman, will soon be at the controls of the camera. While Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on ice reporter Sarah Vassar, looking for her final victims of the regular season. As we jump into the National Coney Island, first period recap. National Coney Island has been in business since 1965, over 60 years. It currently owns and operates over 20 restaurants here in southeastern Michigan. Corporate headquarters located just down the road in Roseville. Home original location. Call 1-888-44-CONEY and order now. Shots on goal in the first period. Fort Wayne with 14 shots on goal. The Metro Jets with only 4. And a Spaceman got on the board first. Braden Rosinski's his 12th goal of the season. Through a screen, a shot that eluded goaltender Arnold Party. Rosinski's 12th of the season from Dylan Davis and Braden Heber. That came at 16-12 of the first period to give the Spacemen a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, the Jets are going to have to figure out how to get more offense here in the second period. They got to be faster on the puck to get to the puck. Fort Wayne, the speed of Fort Wayne right now and the premier presence on this elite team for Fort Wayne is really showing itself out there. So the Jets got to figure something out to get into those passing and shooting lanes and get on the puck quicker and create more open ice for them to get those passes so they're not getting intercepted and stopped by Fort Wayne.
And they got, and yeah, to your point, the guy got shots on goaltender Austin Chartel. I mean,
Yeah.
4 shots in the first period.
Yeah, and
that's not enough.
Yeah, and a guy with his save percentage, the shots that were there weren't very threatening at all. You know, nonetheless, they were shots, but they gotta figure it out. They gotta figure out to get in there near the slot, in that slot area, get him moving, and get a goal on him back door, or get a good screen in there, or get a shot on, hope for a good rebound, and plant it in the back.
The first round of the USPHL Elite Midwest Division playoffs start next week as the Chicago T-Rex will host the Chicago Cougars. The winner of that series will play your 2026 USPHL Elite Midwest Division champions, the Chicago Crush. So basically they just got to move across the hall there at Summit Ice Center.
Yeah.
The other second round matchup in 2 weeks is these two clubs, the Metro Jets and the Fort Wayne Spacemen. The outcome of this game determines who has home ice advantage. So these two teams this is their 9th game of the season, their 9th meeting. The Metro Jets have won the season series with a 5-3 0-0 record. So, in case you missed it, if the Metro Jets win in any fashion or this game goes to overtime, the Metro Jets will clinch the home ice in the second round. The Fort Wayne Spacemen must win this game in regulation for them to clinch home ice and send that series to PSM Ice House.
Yeah, but right now the Jets got some work to do, being down 1-0 coming into the second period.
These two teams get ready to head back out. Lifetime record. This is the 28th meeting all time between these two clubs. The Jets hold a 15-7-5-0 record over Fort Wayne, who has a 12-12-1-2 record. For the most part, pretty even.
Yeah.
From top to bottom, two very equal teams.
Yeah, so it's really going to come down to, you know, what I say quite a bit in these games. It's going to come down to the little things, those 50-50 battles, tape-to-tape passes, getting sticks in the lane, getting bodies in the shooting lanes. So they're going to have to figure it out, and they're going to have to step it up, because right now you can see the speed of Fort Wayne, and Fort Wayne's taking advantage of that.
We talked about a few players on this team, on the Metro Jets. For Tyler Dix, Jarrett LeGros, Grayson Laprise, Noah Chambers, and Connor Wheeler. This is their last regular season home game of their junior hockey career. By contrast, this is the last regular season game of the junior careers of Cameron Reese, Rylan Wempe, Hayden Stratman, Nathan Wolf, and Austin Chartel. This is their last regular season game of their junior hockey careers.
Yeah, and that's tough to see, because we get to know a lot of these boys through their career and through the year, and you get relationships built, and it's kind of tough to see them go, but you like the fact of they're moving up. They went to a D1 or regardless, they're continuing their hockey career, and any of these boys, we wish them all the best.
Second period underway. Metro Jets, of course, the home team here at MCIA. Wearing a patriotic white uniforms, blue shoulders, and red trim. They're skating left to right on your television screen. Or the Fort Wayne Spacemen out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. They are the road team. Wearing the black uniforms, white, gray, and orange trim. They are skating right to left on your Black Bear TV dial. Carson Stomp had it taken away. And here come the Spacemen the other way. Colin Nelson to Dylan Davis, who splits the D. Nice defensive play by Connor Mulligan to knock it away from Dylan Davis. He had just about split the D. Was going in alone on Arnold Party. Jared LeGros trying to get it out, and he does on a second effort. Picked up by Rasinski, who's got the lone goal in this game. Nathan Wolf off the boards, goes all the way down, and icing the call. 18:55 to go here in period number 2. Well, we got a minute. Congratulations to the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights picking up the USPHL Elite Atlantic Division Championship. The Florida Division Championship still undecided between the Tampa Bay Juniors and the Coral Springs Junior Cats. Of course, we mentioned congratulations to Chicago Crush, who clinched the USPHL Elite Midwest Division Championship back in January, as Chartel makes a save. The Northern Cyclones are in a battle with the Montreal Knights for the USPHL Elite New England Division Championship. While the Carolina Junior Canes and the Hampton Roads Whalers are going to go down to the very last game of the regular season. Just 2 points separating those two clubs in that Southeast Division battle.
That's going to be some good stuff to watch to finish up the season for them.
Picked up by Tyler Dix. Had it knocked away. Keegan Power grabs it. Poked away by Connor Mulligan. Picked up by Tyler Dix. Dix to Lubers with a shot off the helmet again of Austin Chartel. That's twice now. Lubers has ringed one off of Chartel's helmet. Picked up by Braden Heber. Over to Keegan Power. Power went through everybody, and Scott Jua goes after it and icing the call. 18:16 to go here in period number 2. That's twice now. Ronnie Lubers has ringed one off of Austin Chartel's helmet.
Well, and that's 2 icings now for the Fort Wayne Spacemen here in just under 2 minutes. So Jets able to create a bit of offense so far this second period. Hopefully they can keep this up.
Yeah, the Spacemen came out in the first period just high flying and everything. The Jets have slowed the pace of this game down to almost a crawl at this point. But Colson White had it knocked away by Gavin Otto. Blavet had it knocked away as Gavin Otto's helmet, his cage has come loose, so he skates right to the bench. Picked up by Max Lee. Picked up by Jake Hayden. Hayden kept it, able to keep it in. Dumps over into the corner, back to Max Lee. Lee now to Sam Hansen. Hansen off the board, looking for Laprise. Found Colin Nelson instead. Max Lee goes after it, met there by Rylan Wempe. Wempe off the boards, intercepted by Braden Graham. Now picked off by Nicholas Chenet. Nice pickpocket there by Grady Smith. Sam Hansen, cross ice pass, looking for Grayson Laprise. Laprise now with the puck. Tries to avoid Alex Roth, who has him tied up along the boards. Rylan Wempe around the boards to Nicholas Chenet. Had it taken away by Braden Graham. Graham over, looking for Eli Schwarzer. Couldn't get to him, and now picked off by Hayden Stratman. Here comes Stratman with a shot into the paraphernalia of Arnold Party, who hangs on with 17:06 to go here in period number 2. Thinking, Matt Naiman, that's what the Jets may have to do against this high-flying Fort Wayne Spaceman program. They gotta slow this pace down to almost to a crawl.
Yeah, they gotta reverse the role. What Fort Wayne was doing to them that first period. The moment they got that puck, someone from Fort Wayne was on them, so they weren't able to really get a good, decent pass off. They were in the way of a lot of things, creating havoc out there. And right now, Metro's, probably about halfway back of where they need to be to really create some real good offense here.
They battle on the boards. Eli Schwartz trying to dig it out. Noah Chambers is right there. So is Shackert, and finally the whistle blows. And the puck was behind him, behind the net.
Just as he blew that whistle, it squirted out.
Yep. Do enjoy this Metro Jet smoothie, thanks to your daughter, Paige.
What?
Bought by you.
Yeah.
Paige went and got it.
Yeah.
She did all the work.
Yeah.
Of course, you can get a Metro Jet smoothie down at the Chop Detroit concession stand here at MCIA. Face off to the right of Austin Chartel. Kept in by Scott Jua. Jua looking for Jared LeGros with a shot that just went wide. Picked up by Ronnie Lubers. Knocked away by Jake Hayden, who wraps it around the boards. Heber goes after it, pressured by LeGros. Jared LeGros over the Dix, over to Lubers, and a shot off the blocker of Chartel. The Jets have had 3 quality scoring chances by Austin Chartel, all of them by Ronnie Lubers. Jared LeGros grabs it, puts on the brakes, and then a cross into the glove of Chartel, who hangs on with 15:52 to go here in period number 2. Coming up after this game, it'll be the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, who will take on the USPHL Premier Midwest Division champions, the Fort Wayne Spacemen. We talked about a lot being on the line in this game. MJDP's got the world coming up on them. Jua couldn't keep it in. Picked up by Braden Graham. Graham cross ice to Grayson Laprise, who sends it in. Colin Nelson will play it. Right to the stick of Braden Graham. Knocked away by Camden Blave. Blave pass intercepted by Grayson Laprise. Laprise bounds when Nelson comes back to Wheeler with a shot. Grady Smith couldn't convert on the deflection. Feeds it back over to looking for Jua. Knocked away by Colson White. As White stepped on the stick of Scott Jua. No penalty called there.
Yeah, I caught that on the monitor, and I was not sure if that was going to be a call or not. I think they got away with one on that one.
What it looked like is that he stepped on Jua's stick, and Jua still was checking his stick here just a little bit ago. And the puck comes all the way down. Picked up by Party. Off the boards. Takes a weird hop off the stanchion. Shot scored! Colson White. That puck, Party tried to clear it. It came off the stanchion.
Right
and holds the glass
there.
right to Colson White, and he buried it.
Yeah, that's just very, very unfortunate there on that one. Parity did everything right, ringing that around, to try to get that up top, to get the breakout going back down the other way, and that puck just took a funny bounce off that stanchion right out front.
Colson White, the 17-year-old from Fort Wayne, Indiana, his 23rd goal of the season, has given the Spacemen a 2-0 lead. Templeton had it knocked away by Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov feeds it out in front, looking for Carson Stomp. Instead found Ronald Wempe. Hayden Stratman now to Nicholas Cheney. Cheney brings it in, knocked away by Nathan Wolf. And Stomp comes back the other way, lost the wheel. And there goes Carson Stomp. Had it poked away by Cheney. Stomp has to retreat. Sent it across, intercepted by Stratman. Max Lee's pass, intercepted by Nicholas Cheney. And Party leads it there for Max Lee. 14-10 to go here in period number 2. Fort Wayne Spacemen on the 23rd goal of the year by Colson White. Now have a 2-0 lead. Fort Wayne Spacemen's second goal. His 23rd goal of the season. Scored by number 26.
Yeah, and right now Fort Wayne Spacemen is just trying to keep the keep the pressure on for the Jets. They're back to what they were doing before and just not giving them any space. So Metro's really going to have to battle back into this game, being down 2-0 here.
Picked up by Max Lee. Over to Eli Schwarzer. Offside, the call, as Noah Chambers was about a half step ahead. The Jets out shooting the Spacemen 4-2 here in the second period. Have already equaled the number of shots they accumulated in the first period alone.
Yeah, I mean, the first 5 minutes of the second period, the Jets were looking really, really, really good. And, then the Fort Wayne Spacemen kind of, you can say, popped their balloon there with that goal. And then they started putting on that pressure once again.
Dylan Davis knocked away there by Gerald LeGros, but got it over to Tyson Feinfrock. Feinfrock got it poked away by Sam Hansen, but kept in. Shot saved by Party. Rosinski's got there ahead of Tyler Dix. Knocked to the boards by Ethan Lorraine. Dix and Davis in a battle. Rosinski's pulls it out. Knocked away by Lorraine. Comes out. Nelson with a shot. Save made by Party. Nelson gives his own rebound through a screen. Backhand shot. And he scores. Or did he? Dylan Davis. He did.
No goal.
No goal. Referee signaling no goal.
He had it under his arm.
He
did. He caught that under his arm.
It remains 2-0.
Yeah, hopefully that'll give the Jets a little shot in the arm with that. Because going down 3-0 against the way this Fort Wayne Spaceman team's playing right now just would have been devastating.
Oh, it would have. 12:48 to go. Dylan Davis thought he had the goal. Shot there goes up high and wide. Alex Roth with a shot deflected wide by Feinfrock, who's parked in front of goaltender Arnold Party. Connor Wheeler grabs it, wraps it around the boards. Alex Roth able to keep it in. Nice play by Roth. And Scott Jua up to Connor Wheeler. Wheeler off the board looking for Grady Smith, and it goes all the way back into the Spaceman zone. Nelson grabs it, pressured by LaPrice. Colin Nelson. It goes all the way into the Jets zone. Icing negated, forced Jua to play it because the head of Rosinski's. And LaPrice goes after it, pressured by Feinfrock, but Braden Graham knocks it out. Wolf's going to go after it. So is Grady Smith, and icing the call. 11:59 to go. Programming note for our friends at Black Bear TV. Immediately following our SCSPayroll.com player of the game interview, we'll jump right into the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show for the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, who will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen in USPHL Premier Play. That is coming up immediately following this game. So just a programming note for our friends at Black Bear TV World Headquarters there in Youngstown, Ohio. First of 4 games, Matt Naaman, in about 30-plus hours here at MCIA. MJDP will play twice. They'll play Fort Wayne later on today, and then have a date with a Fresh Coast Freeze tomorrow morning, early afternoon. Then the Metro Jets will play the Cincinnati Cyclones to wrap up the regular season here at MCIA. Keegan Power had it knocked away by Gavinotto. Max Lee, too far for Axonoff. Kept in by Parson. A shot just wide. Fort Wayne trying to maintain control of this game, leading 2-0. 11:30 to go here in period number 2. Keegan Power with a shot off the glove of Party and out of play. And a lucky fan from Mount Cummins, Michigan is going to pick up a souvenir puck. The stakes couldn't be any higher for both clubs, Matt Naaman.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. And, Fort Wayne right now, they're playing like they want it. They had a little bit of a slip up, and the Jets were able to get some offense on, but and that was just for maybe 5 minutes of the second period. But then other than that, it's been all Fort Wayne.
Icing a call again, 11:10 to go. here in period number 2. Colson White, his 23rd goal of the season, unassisted. It was just an unlucky clearing attempt by Arnold Party. Hit the metal stanchion just right to Colson White's stick, and he absolutely buried it to give the Spacemen a 2-0 lead. Shanae right out in front, save, rebound, comes across, and he scores! Hayden Stratman has made it 3-0. Stratman, the 20-year-old from Tampa, Florida. His 17th goal of the season. And the Fort Wayne Spacemen now lead 3-0.
And you can just see the frustration and, in a sense, disbelief in some of these Jets players, because they know they're better than that, and they need to get some of these boys to step up.
Hayden Stratman was right there with a wide open net off the rebound. As icing negated, that forces Sam Hansen to play it. Hansen off the boards. Comes back to Cam Maxwell. Maxwell to Eli Schwarzer. Pressure by Cameron Reese. Maxwell trying to dig it out. A little bit of help from Schwarzer. Now Sam Hansen. Too far for Noah Chambers. It was Hayden Stratman with the goal. His 17th of the season from Nicholas Shanae at 8:56 has given the Spacemen a 3-0 lead. Fort Wayne Spacemen's third goal, his 17th goal of the season, scored by number 94, Hayden Stratman. Assisted by number 40, Nicholas Shanae. Time of the goal, 8:56 of the second period. The Spacemen's third goal, Stratman, his 17th of the season from Shanae at the 8-minute 56-second mark of the second period. Sam Hansen clears it himself, and that's going to be icing. 9:56 to go here in the second period. Shot 6-4 now in favor of the Spacemen, 20-8 overall.
Yeah, the Jets came out these first 5 minutes of the second period. They came out and they looked good. They looked really good. They were spot on. Passes were tape to tape. They were winning those battles. They were getting shots, and then it just slowly has been fizzling out as this period's gone on.
These two teams are playing their 9th game against each other. The biggest deficit was January 9th here at MCIA as LaCroix shot and Chartel makes a save. Fort Wayne won 3-0. And the most recent game, February 13th, the Jets won 3-0. 3 goals has been the biggest deficit in any game this season between these two clubs.
But that is the difference with the players that have been put on Fort Wayne. That's the difference we're seeing right now.
And the thing is, the big dogs, 1st, 2nd, and 7th on the team in scoring, have been with the Spacemen all year long on the Spacemen Elite program. They're the goal scorers in this game. Dylan Davis, the all-time scoring leader in franchise history, has got an assist. $9:12 to go here in period number 2. Three 3-0 score on goals by Braden Rosinski's, Colson White, and Hayden Stratman. Dix wins the draw back to Gavin Otto, to Max Lee, to Ronnie Lubers. Knocked away there by Heber, gives it to Keegan Power with a shot. Why? Rebound, another pad save there by Arnold Party, and he covers with 8:59 to go. Couple big opportunities there by the Spacemen. Face off to Party's right. Braden Graham will take the draw against Colson White. White won that draw. Puck comes out in front as Keegan Power backhanded. It was deflected. Comes back to Braden Heber. Heber over to Jake Hayden. Hayden with a shot deflected. Rebound comes out. Knocked away. Keegan Power Over to Jake Hayden. Kicks it into his forehand. Hayden with a shot. Goes wide. Grayson Laprise trying to dig it out. And he does. Gets it away from Keegan Power. Here comes Laprise. Over to Jason Shores, but it was offside with 8:30 to go. Face off the neutral zone. In front of the Jets bench, Carson Stomp will take the draw for the Jets. Against your reigning USPHL Elite Midwest Division Offensive Player of the Week, Rylan Wempe. Wempe won that draw cleanly. Nelson pressured by Jason Shores. Over to Carson Stomp. Stomp had it knocked away by Colin Nelson. Nelson wraps it around, kept in by Connor Mulligan. Over to Dmitry Aksanov. Got it away from Wempe. Tried to feed it up to Carson Stomp, but he was knocked off the puck. Nelson's shot bounces over the stick of Connor Mulligan, and Scott Jua sends it in for Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov's been a defenseman for the majority of this season, back on the forward line today. Now fellow 94 Hayden Stratman grabs it. Mulligan knocks him into the boards. Mulligan sends it right back into the Spaceman, and Alex Roth will go after it. Right to the stick of Scott Jua. Jua out of Connor Mulligan. Mulligan intercepted by Rylan Wempe. Comes back to Mulligan. For Jason Shores. Shores now will send it in. Eli Schwarzer goes after it, just ahead of Alex Roth. Colin Nelson digs it out. Now for Matt Shackard. Shackard to Cameron Reese. Had it knocked away by Noah Chambers. Chambers back to Lee. 7:15 to go here in period number 2. Spacemen with a 3-0 lead. Home ice advantage in the second round of the playoffs on the line. These two teams will see each other in 2 weeks for the second round of the USPHL Elite Midwest Division playoffs. It's just a matter of who will garner home ice advantage. The Fort Wayne Spacemen must win this game in regulation to send that second round series to PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. As Colin Nelson and Noah Chambers discussing where to go for lunch after the game. And Noah Chambers is telling them, you need to go to the Golden Greek. Today is the All-American Cheeseburger and Fry Special.
Oh, that's where I'm going after both the games today.
Yeah, that's where we need to go. You buy him?
I thought you were.
I bought dinner Saturday, and it was a good dinner too.
It was okay. I should have gotten the filet and the lobster.
Oh, I know. I thought about it too. I may end up going. Well, that special's probably not happening right now. Rosinskis will bring it in. He opened the scoring for the Spacemen. But a shot patted away by Party. Sam Hansen with a tomahawk on Rosinskis. Lubers gets it out of the neutral zone.
That place we went Saturday has to be, some of the best steak you can get in the not even Metro Detroit. I mean, it's up there.
Oh, yeah.
But, off of North Avenue.
Rosinski's a fine frog with a shot. Stoned there by Arnold Party.
But that is some good stuff.
Talking about Coon Creek there. That's in Ray, Michigan, right?
Yes, sir. All farm fresh, farm to table, everything.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just amazing.
Dylan Davis and Sam Hansen are skates intertwined. Braden Graham grabs it. Had it knocked away, and Party just ends that sequence with 5:38 to go.
The Jets are going to have to figure out how to at least score one before the end of this period. They're going to have to. It's going to be hard enough to come up with 3 here in the third period and then fight them off for that too. So they're going to have to really, really try to get in one and score a goal. And, one thing we haven't had yet.
I know what you're going to say. Hush.
What haven't we had yet?
One of those things where
they blow the whistle and stop the play and someone gets timeout?
Yes.
Yes. Well, it would be nice if Fort Wayne got one, at least get on the power play.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, it's been a penalty-free game. These boys are playing, but the Jets are going to, they have to get one. Either that or they're going to have to play a stellar third period.
There's still time here in the second period. And the puck goes up and out of play. And another lucky fan from Chesterfield Township, Michigan, going to pick up a souvenir puck. .4:53 to go here in period number 2. Shots 15-5 now in favor of the Spacemen. 29-9 overall. Shanae with a shot number 30 on Arnold Party. It sounds simple, Matt Naaman, but you can't score if you can't put shots on the net.
That's just it. I mean, it's going to get to the point, do they get to the blue line and try to at least dump it in, but put it on net and hope for a rebound or getting some guys in there. It's to the point you almost got to try anything right now for these Jets.
Max Lee had it knocked away by Rylan Wempe. Up to Nicholas Shanae. Axonov knocks it away from him. Gavin Otto will grab it. Around the boards it goes for Max Lee. Jason Shores deflects it into Spaceman end. Axonov brings it in, but offside with 4:09 to go. Danny Vanderweel, head coach of the Metro Jets, kind of a laid-back guy. We know that from his.
Oh, yeah, very laid-back guy.
Got a feeling he may not be so laid-back in between the second and third period in that locker room.
I wouldn't think he would be. And, honestly, I guess you could say it to be blunt and honest. The boys don't deserve him to be nice, cool, calm, and collective. I mean, they need something to happen, and it's just not happening.
I mean, we hate to harp on it, but this is the most important game of the season. And the Spacemen 2-on-1. Candelaro, nice play by Sam Hansen to negate that 2-on-1. Schwarzer over to Noah Chambers, who deflects it in. Chambers knocked on the puck there by Nathan Wolf. Yeah, Matt, it's the most important game of the season. And now Sam Hansen steps up, fires, blocked right out in front. Yeah, it's the most, trying to finish that thought, it's the most important game of the season, and the Jets aren't playing like that right now.
No, they're getting 100% outplayed right now. I mean, they got some offensive.
Giroux with a shot, and Chartel makes the save.
They got some offensive zone time going on here. They got the shot on goal, but there needs to be more.
And they've got to solve goaltender Arston Chartel, who's 10-6 this season with a .204 goals against average. A .932 save percentage. He's got one shutout this season. Care to guess who was it against?
The Jets.
January 9th, right here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Chartel picked up his one and only shutout.
3-0, I believe, right?
Indeed.
Yep. So with that, the Jets have shut them out. Fort Wayne has shut the Jets out.
Tyler Dix with a shot. Chartel with a save on the turnover there. That's the first mistake that the Spaceman defense has made this game.
Yeah, and if you can get them to do anything like that, you have to be able to take advantage of it.
Penalty coming.
This Fort Wayne team.
Penalty coming on the Jets.
Oh, I shouldn't open my mouth.
Right. And this could be more than two. Dylan Davis caught a stick right in the face. And this could be more than two. Yeah, and Dylan Davis, he's heading right. Oh, yeah, it's going to be more than two. Incidental high stick that draws blood is a double minor. If there was intent, it would have been a 5-minute major in the game. But it was unintentional, but it drew blood. That results in a double minor for high sticking. So the Jets will spend the rest of this period plus on the take it to the mat Michigan athlete training penalty kill. A 4-minute double minor for high sticking.
Oh, yeah, they're scraping some blood off the ice there, too.
Indeed. Yeah, when
hopefully it's nothing too serious. He skated off on his own.
Yeah, when he skated across, he looked over at the ref and is showing him, and his face was more red than his normal color, which is unfortunate. We do hope Dylan Davis is okay. A 4-minute double minor for high sticking on Ronnie Lubers at 17:33. The Jets with their backs against the wall, and now will go on the take of the mat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill for the first time today. Short.
And they still got 2 minutes.
And they still got the other 2 minutes. Braden Rosinski's his second of the game. 14th of the season. This one comes on a power play. It's 4-0. That occurred 7 seconds in. Fort Wayne, 15.6% of the power play, has scored 21 power play goals and 129 opportunities of man advantage, while the Metro Jets, 90% on the penalty kill, have scored 5 shorthanded goals. So now what happens here, the first 2-minute minor's off the board.
And that was just 7 seconds into that power play.
The first 2-minute minor's off the board. So the second 2-minute minor will now restart.
Yeah. As they're waiting to get that corrected on the clock right now.
So we'll get that all situated. But either way, Braden Rosinski's, his second of the game, has given the Spacemen a 4-0 lead. His 14th goal of the season. So what they got to do on the scoreboard, take off the 3:53 and put a fresh 2 up.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll get that all situated. So yeah, the 3:53 comes off the board. A fresh 2 minutes goes up because it was a double minor. There it is. Now we're good. It's 4-0. Metro Jets penalty to number 62, Ronnie Lubers. A 4-minute double minor for high sticking. Penalty called at 17:33 in the second period. As the Jets Lubers.
And here comes Fort Wayne back the other way, right across the blue line, White trailing up the middle.
Of the second period. That means the Metro Jets go on them, taking the mat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill.
Jets get it around the corner to try to get it back out. Roth's going to be right up top, sends it right back in.
Picked up there by Rosinski, who's got 2. Deflected rebound comes out. Rylan Wempe was right there on the doorstep. Couldn't quite pull the trigger. Comes back to Alex Roth, who couldn't get a handle on it. The puck goes all the way back in the Spaceman zone. Alex Roth, in no hurry, brings it out. It was firing across to Keegan Power. Power had it knocked away. Someone lost the glove. It was Connor Mulligan. 1:05 to go here in period number 2. 4-0 score. Fort Wayne out in front. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Over to Keegan Power. Backhand shot. Parody had to fight that off through a screen. Fort Wayne Spaceman's second goal on the power play. His second goal of the game. 14th of the season. Scored by number 77, Braden Rosinski's. Assisted by number 26, Colson White.
15 seconds left here in this power play. Stomp's able to poke that out across the blue line. They got to come out and play it.
As the Spaceman's 4th goal, Rosinski's, his second of the game, 14th of the season. On the power
Fort Wayne's
play.
going to have one last opportunity as Feinfrock gets over the blue line. Nelson tries to get it, and he does, battling up against the wall. Maxwell's able to gather that up.
And both teams back to full strength, so the Metro Jets 1 for 2 on the ticket to the mat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill. And it is Ronnie Lubers. And another penalty coming. This one's on the Spaceman. 2-minute minor for roughing. So good news for the Jets is they'll start the third period on the Metro Jets Foundation power play. It's Tyson Feinfrock. 2-minute minor for roughing. wouldn't be a bad idea for the Jets to try to put one in now with 4.2 seconds left.
Well, 4.2, pull parity at that point.
LeGros wins the draw. Back to Dix. Dix over to Axonoff. Axonoff, and the horn sounds to end period number 2.
That's just part of it with that. Again, they just they're not giving them any time or space on that. So they were not able to get a shot off in the 4.2 seconds they had. So they're going to go into this third period. It's 1:55 left on the power play, down 4-0 right now.
DTS drivetrain specialist second period interview. Mount Cummins figure skating club on reporter Sarah Vassar talking to one of the 3 players, one of the 3 original MetroJet Elite members, and one of 6 players playing their last ever regular season home game here at MCIA. It's Tyler Dix with Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Tyler, this is your last home game of the regular season and the last for your junior hockey career. Can you tell us what these 3 years have been like for you?
It's been amazing. Time of my life, just being able to have a bond with these boys and grow up, find myself, figure out what I want to do, just play hockey. I've been doing it since I was 5. It's been some of the funnest years of my life, and want to change it for the world.
All right, well, we're going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you guys. It's hard, but you know what? We still got plenty of hockey after this. So.
Yeah, so we got one more period today. What do you think that you guys have to do to get back in this game?
Change everything. We're getting dominated. We're getting owned. They're on us. They're hitting. We can't keep up with them. We got to seriously do something. We're down 4 goals, 20 minutes left. I mean, I'm a never say never guy. So, we're just gotta flip the script and, do our thing. So.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the game. Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Sarah, thank you so much. Take a short break, about 7 minutes or so. Come back for a second period recap and start the third period to score at the end of 2. Fort Wayne Spacemen 4, MetroJets 0. You're watching MetroJets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game number 1 of our Thursday doubleheader here at MCIA. This matchup in USPHL Elite play. The score at the end of 2, the Fort Wayne Spacemen 4, the Metro Jets 0. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club up high in the flight deck. Soon to be rejoined by Black Bear TV broadcast producer and color analyst Matt Naiman. Tyler Naiman will rejoin us soon on the camera, while Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on Ice reporter Sarah Vassar continues to stalk the property in search of her latest prey. As we jump into the DTS Drivetrain Specialist second period recap, for over 40 years, DTS has been the place to go for hardcore drivetrain solutions. Founded and run by performance enthusiasts like our good buddy Claude Plant Jr., DTS is the kind of place we're looking for but can never find. Located in Warren, Michigan, DTS is the place for all the high-performance parts, all the hardware knowledge required to make them work in hardcore applications. Go to drivetrainspecialist.com or call 1-800-521-0628 for more information. Shots on goal in the second period. Fort Wayne Spacemen with 22 for a two-period total of 36. While the Metro Jets with 8, two-period total of 12. 3 goals in that second period, all by the Spacemen. Colson White off a clearing attempt by goaltender Arnold Party. Took a weird hop off the stanchion right to the stick of Colson White, and he buried it past Party for his 23rd goal of the season, unassisted. That came up 5:08 to give the Spacemen a 2-0 lead. Hayden Stratman made it 3-0 with his 17th goal of the season, and the assist of Nicholas Chenet at 8:56. Then Braden Rosinski's his second goal of the game, 14th of the season. This one came on the power play on the assist from Colson White and Alex Robb. That came at 17:41 to give the Spacemen a 4-0 lead. As we've mentioned, first round of the USPHL Elite Midwest Division playoffs start next weekend. The Chicago T-Rex will host the Chicago Cougars, the 4th seed, hosting the 5 seed. The winner of that will travel across the hall at Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois. They'll face the number 1 seed Chicago Crush over the weekend of February 27th through March the 1st. The other second round matchup, well, it's these two clubs, the Metro Jets and the Fort Wayne Spacemen.
So on that, Matt, with the Chicago then, if they're going across the hall, who actually has home ice advantage?
The Crush as the number 1 seed. They will play on the Crush ice.
Yeah.
While the T-Rex Cougars series will be on the T-Rex ice.
You still know what I'm saying, though.
I do.
They're still in the same
do.
facility.
They're in the same building.
Yeah,
They just got to go across the hall.
Yeah.
So the Metro Jets and Fort Wayne Spacemen, we know they're going to play each other in the second round, which that's going to be the weekend of February 27th, 28th, and March 1st. The only question left to be decided in a little over 20 minutes from now is where. Will it be at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana, or will it be here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena in Mount Clemens, Michigan?
And as of right now,
as of this moment,
they're traveling.
As of this moment, we'll see in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
So
as of this moment,
it's a tall order to get 4 goals this period against the way this Fort Wayne team's playing right now.
Fort Wayne is dominating in every facet of this game. They lead 4-0. They're out shooting the Jets 36-12.
Yeah.
It's hard to score goals. It's hard to score goals when you can't get shots.
Yeah, outscoring them 3-1 right now, and that's a huge deficit. But they got a minute and 55 left of that power play that bled over here from the second period. So it's a must-score power play coming into this third period.
Indeed, as right at the end of the second period, Tyson Feinfrock went off. A 2-minute minor for roughing at the 19:55 mark of the second period. So the Jets will start off on the Metro Jets Foundation power play, where they are 12.0%, have scored 11 power play goals and 91 opportunities with a man advantage, 28th best in the USPHL Elite. While the Fort Wayne Spacemen on the penalty kill this year, they've been really good, 91%, 12th best in the USPHL Elite. They have also scored 3 shorthanded goals. That is definitely something to keep an eye on. It's safe to say, it's fair to say, this is the most important Metro Jets Foundation power play of the season. They have to score here.
Yeah. It's a must score. And even if they get another one again, they're going to have to score again. They are going to have to play on any power play they get. This period, they are going to have to be at 100%.
Metro Jets, of course, home team, wearing the patriotic white uniforms, blue shoulders and red trim. They're skinny right to left on your television screen. With the Fort Wayne Spacemen, who play their home games at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They'd love to go back there in 2 weeks. They're the road team wearing the black uniforms, white, gray, and orange trim. They're skinny left to right on your Black Bear TV dial, whether it's your Android, your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, your big screen TV. However and wherever you're watching us, we certainly appreciate you tuning in all season long to the exclusive home of USPHL hockey. That, of course, is Black Bear TV. The Jets starting off with the Metro Jets Foundation power play. Grayson Laprise with a shot, had it knocked away by Keegan Power. Feeds it back over to Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov to Sam Hansen. Hansen trying to feed it across, looking for a wide open Laprise. But Dylan Parks utilizing that frame to knock it away with 19:17 to go here in the third period. Puck play with a hand pass by the Spacemen. And face-off won by Tyler Dix. Over to Ronnie Lubers. Lubers to Gavin Otto. Otto with a shot. Saved by Chartel. And he'll hang on with 19:11 to go. Still got to announce the penalty to the PA here.
Yeah, it's nice to see, especially on this power play, the Jets, they're able to move that puck around the perimeter and get those shots in, and they're getting guys out in front.
They are. Dix wins that draw. Back to Gavin Otto. Otto with a shot and gloved down by Chartel again. Well, we said they needed shots.
Yeah, they're getting them.
They're getting them.
And he's not giving up any rebounds.
No. Chartel's been so good with that over the years. Back to Gavin Otto. Otto to Connor Wheeler. Wheeler with a shot. Blocked. And comes on the neutral zone. Fort Wayne Spaceman penalty to number 6, Tyson Feinfrock.
45 seconds left to go here in the power play. So we'll see. And this is like we had said, this is a must-score opportunity for the Metro Jets. They're going to have to get something going here. As that pass was given away center ice, and now it's back in the corner.
And here come the Jets back the other way. Ronnie Lubers brings it in. 20 seconds left in the power play. Knocked away. Nice play by Matt Shackard. Tyler Dix had to go back and get it. Sam Hansen, Dmitry Aksanov, a little miscommunication there. And Shackard sends it back to Hayden Stratman. Wisely brings it back into his own zone.
Just to burn that up, send the puck back down the other way.
Yes, indeed. And that's going to do it for the power play. Both teams back to full strength. The Jets need to score. Couldn't convert. As they face an uphill battle now. Tyler Dix brings it in. Knocked off the puck there by Shackard, and Braden Heber grabs it. Heber with the puck. He'll just lob it into the neutral zone for Tyson Feinfrock. Fesher out of the penalty box. The shot off the helmet of Party, and up at the netting and out of play with 17:39 to go here in the third period. Fort Wayne Spacemen doing their part. They knew coming in they had to win this game in regulation to secure home ice in the second round of the playoffs. The Jets have 17 minutes and 39 seconds to at least tie this game. If this game goes to overtime, the Jets would secure home ice in the second round. But they face a tall hill to climb, trailing 4-0. Laprise lets it go in the neutral zone, picked up by Colin Nelson. Nelson off the boards, intercepted by Mulligan. And Connor Mulligan goes after it. 2-on-1 if they hurry. But Colin Nelson gets there just ahead. Braden Graham grabs it over to Grady Smith. Back over to Graham. Graham pressured there by the 44 of Dylan Parks. And now picked up by Tyson Feinfrock. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Feinfrock to Rosinski. They're deflected towards the net. Party steers it aside. As Zhua and Rosinski's having a little meeting of the minds over in the corner. Comes back to Grayson Laprise. Rosinski's goes crashing into the boards. And Rosinski's slow to get up. Back over to Nathan Wolf. The shot was blocked, and whistle blows as Rosinski's fell awkwardly into the boards to our far side, and he is still down. Rosinski's has 2 goals today, including one on the power play for the Spacemen. So Mike Sutt, our athletic trainer today, tending to Mr. Rosinski's. The 18-year-old from Barbanus, Illinois, former Kankakee Irish Illinois high school hockey ranks. Played 6 games with a Spaceman Premier program with 1 goal. He's had himself a good one today, Matt Naiman. 2 goals today. The first one and then the last one, which came on the power play.
Yeah, definitely a player that they don't want to lose, and unfortunately he's down right now. Hopefully it's nothing serious, just got bumped up. And
him and Zhua collided, and Rosinski just kind of landed awkwardly in the boards. And he is up, so that's good news.
All right, Fort Wayne's got a comfortable lead, so even if they sit him the rest of the game, just to kind of rest up, but then he's back for the playoffs. He's going back into the locker room.
He's heading right to the locker room. With 16:33 to go here in period number 3. So just a collision between him and Scott Zhua, and just Rosinski just landed awkwardly right where the boards meet the ice is where his leg met. Just kind of landed awkwardly. 16:33 to go here in the third period. Max Lee taking the draw.
And he gets it.
And he won it cleanly.
Something you don't see Max Lee in that position taking a faceoff very often.
No.
I think I can count on one hand the amount of times he's done that.
And that might have been one finger.
Yeah.
He won the draw cleanly. Comes back to Templeton. Xavier Templeton. Up to Camden Blavet. Blavet now. Over to Keegan Power. Power over to Colson White.
He had that wide open there, too.
He did. It went right through his skates. Wheeler off the boards to Gavin Otto. Otto over to Carson Stomp. Up to Max Lee. Max Lee looking for Jason Shores. Instead found Joe Candelaro. And Lee lost his stick. Goes back to Sam Hansen. Hansen around the boards, not out. Kept in by Heber with a shot. And a penalty coming.
Interference.
It's on the Spaceman. Joe Candelaro, 2-minute monitor for interference. That'll put the Jets back in the Metro Jets Foundation power play.
And that's a player that Fort Wayne doesn't want to lose on that on this penalty kill. He's a player that they need out there on that penalty kill. So again, time is not on the Jet side right now, as they got to try to come up with 4 here with just 15:38 left to go here in this third period.
Well, we said it earlier, most important power play of the year. Well, again, most important power play of the year.
Well, I mean, that could have, that both of them were. I mean, if they would have scored on that one that bled over, score on this one, you got yourself a game. You crawled yourself right back into it, but now they're still down 4.
Axonov with a shot, blocked to LeGros. Nice poke check there by Colin Nelson. Comes back to Sam Hansen. Hansen couldn't keep it in. No, he did keep it in.
I thought that was off.
I thought it was too. Jets may have caught a break there. Dix over to Hansen. Hansen steps up, fires up high and wide. Jets caught a break there. Axonov had it knocked away by Stratman, who sends it all the way down. $14:50 to go here in period number 3. Jets trail 4-0. Fort Wayne Spaceman penalty to number 10, Joe Candelaro.
Gets right by Axonov, is able to get it all the way back down the other end of the zone. As Purdy's going to set that up.
A 2-minute monitor for interference at the 4-minute 22nd mark of the third period.
That long pass went off the skate of Graham as Graham's trying to get out on that. Puts Parks down to the ice.
Comes back to Connor Wheeler, over to Dmitry Axonov, who's back on the D for the power play. He's been playing forward this game. actually started as a left wing. Grady Smith to Grayson Laprise. Laprise to Braden Graham. Connor Wheeler couldn't keep it in. Graham got there ahead of Blavet. Blavet grabs it back. Knocked away by Wheeler. And it comes back over to Gavin Otto. 12 seconds left in the power play. Comes back to Alex Roth. Roth takes it behind his own net. Kills off valuable time on this power play. Max Lee sends it across. And yep.
Too many men.
Yep. Saw that a mile away. So the Jets will now go 0-2 just as the power play expired.
Man.
2-minute bench minor, 2 minute men on the ice. That is not what the Jets needed.
And that was just unfortunate, too, because he was heading back to the bench. That pass over, didn't realize he was coming off the ice, hit his skate, which initiated that too many men.
Yes, it did. Now the Spacemen will go on their third power play of the day. They're 1 for 2. Colson White takes the draw, wins it over to Noah Chambers. Alex Ross sends it over to the corner for Ron Wempe. Your reigning USPHL Elite Midwest Division Offensive Player of the Week. Lost it to Eli Schwarzer. Cheney had it knocked away by Schwarzer. Blavet now over to Alex Roth. Roth will bring it in. Roth back into the wide with a shot off the right shoulder of Arnold Party. Another shot there, and Party steers that aside. Picked up by Nicholas Cheney. Over to Alex Roth. Roth sends it towards the net. Goes wide. Rylan Wempe grabs it. Pressure by fellow 19, Scott Jua. Wempe up to Alex Roth. Roth now over to Blavet. Blavet over to Nicholas Cheney. Had it knocked away by Scott Jua. Right out in front of Colson White with a shot. Save made by Party. Every save's big now. Metro Jets penalty.
As Feinfrock goes back, gather that up. He gets into neutral ice as Powers is up along the wall.
Metro Jets penalty, a bench minor with 2 minute men in the ice. Being served by the number 43 at
Fort Wayne out of their zone again, over in the corner.
22 seconds of the third period. That means the Jets
gets it over to Feinfrock. Feinfrock's looking for a place to pass. Passes it over. Shot. Glove down by Parity.
With 12:04 to go here in the third period. Home ice advantage on the line. 28 seconds left in the bench minor for 2 many men on the Jets. Time winding on. Keegan Power grabs it for Tyson Feinfrock. Knocked away by Jarrett LeGros. And gets it down the neutral zone, down to the Spaceman end. 10 seconds left in the power play. At this point, Matt Naiman, you can't hold anything back, even being on the penalty kill.
No, you gotta go for it. I mean, time, going into this period, it wasn't on their side. Try to get 4 goals just to tie it up in 20 minutes. That's a tall order.
And that's the thing. The Jets don't necessarily have to win this game. They just got to get it to overtime. And it goes to overtime. The Jets clinch home ice, but they got to score 4 goals. They got to score 1 first. Picked up by Keegan Power. Over to Tyson Feinfrock. Feinfrock with a shot, and Party gobbles it up with 11:05 to go here in the third period. Coming up right after this game, it'll be the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, against the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Troy Oral Surgery pregame show will begin immediately following this game. As a nice programming note for our friends at Black Bear TV World Headquarters in Youngstown, Ohio. So that's coming up right after the conclusion of this game. Party leaves it there for Gavin Otto, for Grayson Laprise. Laprise had it knocked away by Matt Shackert. Shackert over to Jake Hayden, knocked away by Grady Smith. Smith now with Laprise heading towards the net. Smith had it knocked away by Dylan Parks. Nice play by Parks to negate the opportunity by Grady Smith. He had Grayson Laprise heading towards the net. Braden Graham feeds it back to Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine now to Grady Smith. Collides with Laprise, and Smith knocked into the boards by Matt Shackert. Otto will grab it. Eli Schwarzer trying to tip it up to Max Lee, instead picked off by Xavier Templeton. 10 minutes remaining here in the third period. Fort Wayne Spacemen lead 4-0. Braden Rosinski with 2 goals. Colson White with a goal and assist. Hayden Stratman with a goal today. Max Lee will send it in. Noah Chambers will grab it. Chambers led towards the net, and Chartel wisely covers as Templeton voices his displeasure at Eli Schwarzer chopping at it. 9:31 to go.
USA down 1-0 against Canada right now.
Women's gold medal game. But that's not as important as this one. 4-0, Spacemen up on the Jets. Max Lee will take the draw. He sends it over to the corner, but Xavier Templeton was there. Max Lee's 2 for 2 on faceoffs, by the way. Juba keeps it in temporarily. Juba goes back after it. Noah Chambers couldn't get it into the zone. Now picked up by Blavet. Blavet looking for Keegan Power. Had it knocked away. Eli Schwarzer had it kicked in, offside. 9:03 to go. These two teams are going to play each other over the weekend of February 27th, 28th, and March 1st. In round number 2, the 2026 USPHL Elite Midwest Division Playoffs. And in about 9 minutes, we're going to know where. Axonoff grabs it. Up to Ronnie Lubers, who deflects it in. Not far enough for icing, or is it? It's
Nope.
not. Nelson had to play it. Tyler Dix almost picked it off. Now he gets it. Feeds it behind the net. Jared LeGros goes after it. Ahead of Alex Roth. Over to Dmitry Axonoff. Axonoff's shot went wide. Callan Nelson, pass intercepted by Lubers. Was bailed out by Rylan Wempe. Wempe deflects into the Jet zone. That's the thing with the Spacemen, Matt. They don't have to score. They are clock watching right now.
Yeah.
They don't have to press. Though given an opportunity, they will. Tyson Feinfrock with a shot, deflected, puck's loose in the goal crease, and kicked away by Party. Ronald Wempe pushed off the puck by Dmitry Axonoff. Bouncing puck kept in by Heber. Lubers trying to get it out. Kept in by Feinfrock. Puck is still in the Jet zone, and Feinfrock came out with it. Shot save made off the pad of Party. And puck deflects down into the Spaceman zone.
No icing on that one. Oh, no. They did.
Play with a high stick.
Yep.
Play with a high stick. And speaking of sticks, one stick is broke. That was play with a high stick. So face-off will be in the Spaceman zone. We're pretty sure Megan Eisenbarger, social media specialist, photographer for the Fort Wayne Spacemen, pacing the floors, watching this one. Appreciate all what she does with the Spacemen. Had the lineups in my email bright and early this morning. Appreciate it. Connor Wheeler couldn't keep it in. Picked up by big Nathan Wolf. Pass went through everybody, now Wheeler. Trying to feed it to Carson Stump. Knocked away by Wolf. Wolf will bring it in. With a shot. Just was looking for the top side. Wolf bounces there with Jason Shores. Comes back to Gavin Otto. Otto now to Connor Wheeler. 6:55 to go here in the third period. LaVey with a shot off the blocker of Arnold Party. LaVey keeps it in. Was looking for Cameron Reese. Jason Shores knocked off the puck by LaVey. Cameron Reese is there, so is Carson Stomp. The Spacemen are perfectly fine with how things are going right now. No sense of urgency at all on the part of the Spacemen. As Gavin Otto back to Connor Wheeler. 6:15 to go. Brody Jamrick trying to knock it in. And Connor Wheeler looking for Grayson Laprise. Deflects it in. He's going to go after it. Laprise off angle shot. Chartel makes a save. Laprise feeds it back to Connor Mulligan. Mulligan now over to Grady Smith. Smith's shot was partially blocked by Nelson. Alex Roth now to Nicholas Cheney. Cheney looking for Stratman. Stratman splits the D, but Ethan Lorraine catches back up to him. Lorraine to Grady Smith. 5:35 to go here in the third period. Lorraine over to Mulligan. Mulligan to Laprise, who deflects it in. Chartel's going to play it there for Nelson. Colin Nelson wraps it around the boards. Not out. Kept in by Lorraine. But picked off there by Nicholas Cheney. Looking for Keegan Power. Knocked away by Grady Smith. Smith now to Laprise. At the end of a long shift. Connor Mulligan brings it in. Keegan Power picked his pocket. Big hit, but unfortunately, it was Mulligan on Chambers. Right down in front, save, rebound, save made again by Arnold Party with 4:55 to go. Make it 4:54 to go. Shot 6-6 in this third period. 42-18 overall in favor of the Spacemen.
I haven't seen a game like this with the Jets being outshot as this much in a very, very, very long time. This is just a untypical game of the Metro Jets. They just can't seem to get it together right now.
Carson Stomp with a shot into the glove of Chartel. 4:37 to go. Barring an absolute catastrophic collapse, the Fort Wayne Spacemen are in position to host the second round of the playoffs in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division against these Metro Jets over the weekend of February 27th, 28th, and March 1st at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The Chicago T-Rex will host the Chicago Cougars next weekend. Bouncing puck on Party, and he'll make the save. February 27th, 28th, and March 1st is the first round of the playoffs. The T-Rex will host the Cougars the following weekend. The second round begins over the weekend of March 6th, 7th, and 8th. The Chicago Crush will host the winner of the Chicago T-Rex Chicago Cougars first round series. And at the moment, the Fort Wayne Spacemen will host these Metro Jets in the other second round matchup in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. Gavin Otto, bouncing puck goes wide. Tyler Dix over to Ronnie Lubers. Lubers with a shot blocked by Wolf. Axonoff keeps it in. Looking for Lubers. Lubers with a shot saved by Chartel. And he'll hang on with 3:27 to go. Megan wants us to let us know she is not pacing right now. She's pretty calm.
I would be too.
And she has every right to be right now.
With
Yeah.
a 4-0 lead, very, very extremely comfortable with just over 3 minutes left.
Candelaro had it knocked away by Gavin Otto. Gets it back. Otto now to Tyler Dix. Dix puts on the brakes. Waits for reinforcements. Over to Grayson Laprise. Laprise went through just about everybody. Shot there off the pad of Chartel. And the puck goes all the way down. Oh, Party came out to play it. Negated the icing. 2:50 to go. Here in the third. And with next year's shift here within the Metro Jets organization to the NCDC, along with 2 premier teams, maybe witnessing a little bit of history here, Matt Naiman.
Yeah. That's exactly it. And, you know, it's going to be a big change for next season. It's a little bit with the NCDC. It's a bit of a longer schedule just by a handful of games.
Yeah, NCDC usually typically a 50-game schedule as opposed to 44 on the premier side. Ethan Lorraine, over to Rylan Wempe. Comes over to Max Lee. Lee was stomped. 2 on 1.5. Lee had it knocked away by Colson White. Scott Jua with the puck. Over to Max Lee. Lee looking for Jua, and knocked away by Colson White, knocked in the neutral zone. Well, Matt Naiman, the second round of the 2026 USPHL Elite Midwest Division Playoffs, the Chicago Crush will host the winner of the Chicago T-Rex Chicago Cougar Series, and the Fort Wayne Spacemen will host the Metro Jets at PSM Ice House.
They did
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
They did the one thing that they needed to do. They got the W, where the Jets had a couple different outs, either win or go to overtime, and they weren't able to do either. Unfortunately.
The finalized schedule will be announced in the coming weeks once the regular season is complete. But we do know the second round of the playoffs will be over the weekend of March 6th, 7th, and 8th at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Both teams, as well as the Chicago Crush, have earned a first-round bye. The only first-round matchup is the Chicago T-Rex hosting the Chicago Cougars next weekend, February 27th, 28th, and if needed, March 1st. 1 minute remaining in the third period. And again, with the Jets moving up to the NCDC, keeping 2 teams in the premier side of things, we're witnessing an end of an era, Matt Naiman.
Yeah. I mean,
it was a brief era, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is it. This will be it for the Elite, for the Metro Jets.
Now, the only way the Jets can host a playoff round now is if the winner of the T-Rex and the Cougar series upsets the Chicago Crush, and then the Jets, big save by Party, and the Jets defeat the Spacemen in the second round. The Jets by then would be the only team left, the highest remaining seed left.
They're looking
would then host in that regard. That's the only way that you will see the Jets Elite play another home game here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena.
You want to know something with some of these teams? Games that we'd be like, oh, yeah, so-and-so should win it, and there's an upset. We've seen that plenty of times this season. So, nothing's off the table. Not yet.
8 seconds left as Party makes a save.
Except for Jets getting home ice right now.
Right.
That's off the table.
So congratulations to the Chicago Crush, your 2026 USPHL Elite Midwest Division champions. And congratulations to the Fort Wayne Spacemen, who have earned the number 2 seed in the 2026 USPHL Elite Midwest Division playoffs. They will host the Metro Jets on March 6th, 7th, and 8th at PSM Ice House. Final score, Fort Wayne Spacemen 4, Metro Jets 0. Shots on goal in the third period. Fort Wayne with 12, game total of 48. Well, the Metro Jets with 6, game total of 18. Final score, Fort Wayne Spacemen 4, Metro Jets 0. Coming up next, USPHL Premier Play, the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen on the Premier side. Your SESPayroll.com, 3 stars of the game. Number 3 star, 1 goal and 1 assist for the Fort Wayne Spacemen, the 26 of Colson White. Your number 2 star of the game, 2 goals, including the game winner, another one on the power play for the Fort Wayne Spacemen, the 77 of Braden Rosinski's. And your number 1 star of the game, his 2nd shutout of the season, both coming against the Metro Jets. 18 shots, 18 saves for the Fort Wayne Spacemen, the 32 of Austin Chartel, is your SESPayroll.com player of the game. We'll step aside for about a minute, come right back. Troy Oral Surgery pregame show, Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen in USPHL Premier Play. You've been watching Metro Jets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. Final score of this one, Fort Wayne Spacemen 4, Metro Jets 0. The Fort Wayne Spacemen have earned the number 2 seed in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. They will face the Metro Jets in round 2, March 6th to the 8th. The following is a presentation of Black Bear Sports Group. Watch the entire 2025-2026 United States Premier Hockey League season exclusively in the new home of USPHL Hockey, Black Bear TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Second game of our Thursday doubleheader, this one in USPHL Premier Play, and features the former 2-time USPHL Premier Midwest Division champions and 3-time National Championship Tournament participants, the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, who will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club, up high in the flight deck, alongside color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer Matt Naiman. As Matt's getting his notes all gathered up and ready to go, we'll jump right into the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show. For all of your oral surgery needs, some facial trauma reconstruction, oral pathology, pre- and post-pathologic surgery, and more, Dr. Robert John, an oral maxillofacial surgeon, offers a full scope of oral maxillofacial surgical procedures. Almost 25 years of experience, Dr. John brings a unique combination of medical expertise, precision, and compassionate care to the practice. Learn more at TroyOralSurgery.com. 6th and final meeting of the season between the Metro Jets Development Program and the Fort Wayne Spacemen. The last time these two teams played was back on January 21st right here at MCIA. MJDP skating to a 4-3 victory over the Fort Wayne Spacemen. The Fort Wayne Spacemen, they have already clinched the 2026 USPHL Premier Midwest Division Championship. The Metro Jets Development Program are currently 3rd in the USPHL Premier Midwest Division. 18 wins, 22 losses, 1 overtime loss, no shootout losses. They need a win today. They need a win tomorrow against the Fresh Coast Freeze, and they need help from the Chicago Cougars who play the Chicago T-Rex for the first of 3 straight games in 3 straight days later on tonight. And Matt Naiman, MJDP, is a tall hill to climb if they want to host in the second round of the playoffs. Keeping in mind, there is still a slight chance MJDP could fall out of that first round bye.
Yeah. I mean, they could. They gotta keep their foot on the gas this game. They where Fort Wayne was able to completely dominate the Metro Jets Elite Club, and they're going to be looking to do the same thing here against this MJDP squad.
Fort Wayne has clinched the 2026 USPHL Premier Midwest Division Championship. It is their 3rd championship in 4 years. 32 wins, 11 losses. No overtime losses, no shootout losses.